Hey guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you my to-be-read pile for February and March 2018. So, quickly, before I get into the next 2 months of my reading, let's talk about the last 2 months, December and January. Successful reading for those 2 months. I got everything done. For the most part, I enjoyed just about everything, I believe. So yeah, stay tuned for reviews for all of those books in the near future. So let's get going with the next 2 months of reading. And for the last several months, I've been just doing 8 books, and that's been working out for me. But yeah, I was looking at the books that I have so far, and they're all relatively kind of short. So I'm going to up it to 10 books for these next 2 months. I think I can squeeze out 10 books. Hopefully. Hopefully that's not too ambitious. But yeah, anything I don't finish these next 2 months, it will just carry over to the next TBR. So let's get going with what I plan on reading these next 2 months. One of the first things I'm going to do, I plan on having a reread of his Dark Materials trilogy by Philip Pullman. And yeah, I've already read this series twice. I've already read through the series twice in its entirety. I love this trilogy. So yeah, I plan on going through this for my 3rd read through, and that's because of the latest book coming out that has, takes place in this world. And this came out in 2017, late last year, and that is The Book of Dust, Volume 1, Lebel Sauvage by Philip Pullman. And my understanding of this book is that it is a prequel to his Dark Materials, and it kind of fills in some of those missing gaps and some of those mysteries, I'm guessing. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do first, I'm going to reread his Dark Materials first, because I feel like if I read this book first, I might be a little confused and I might be missing out on important details. So I'm going to read his Dark Materials first, and then I'm going to read this, because I think that'll help me have a better understanding and appreciation for this book. That's my hope anyway. And yeah, I had to do a translation of Lebel Sauvage, what the hell that even means, because it's obviously French, and it means the beautiful wild. But yeah, I've not even talked about what his Dark Materials and what this book even are. I mean, they're children / young adult, however you want to view them, and they take place in an alternate parallel to our world. Primarily taking place like in London, I want to say. And yeah, his Dark Materials follows this young girl named Lyra. And yeah, in this alternate world, people have these things called demons, which are essentially animal companions, but they are deeply ingrained with your soul and your personality and who you are as a person. And I love that concept. And yeah, lots of various different themes present in the Philip Pullman books, like really deep stuff. A lot of stuff that has to do with anti-religion and childhood and adulthood. Things like that. I mean, it gets really intense and very deep and dark for a children's series. So, yeah, that's how his Dark Materials is. And I'm hoping that the Book of Dust, this whole new trilogy here, I'm hoping that this kind of follows similar themes as his Dark Materials. I hope that those concepts are still present, and I hope that this is still a very deep and dark book. The next 2 books that I plan on reading are both giveaways that I won on Goodreads, and these, yeah, one of them's coming out in February and the other's coming out in March, so I figured I need to go ahead and read these, get them done with so I can do reviews for them. So yeah, the first one is As Bright as Heaven by Susan Meisner, and this is historical fiction taking place in Philadelphia. And yeah, something about the Spanish flu hits, and it's all chaos and turmoil, of course. And yeah, it's about this woman and her husband, their 3 daughters, and yeah, they're coming to Philadelphia to get a better chance at life. But yeah, like I said, the Spanish flu is there. I have a feeling somebody's dying. I have a feeling someone in this family is dying, if not everybody. But yeah, like it says here, their dreams are short-lived. Just months after they arrive, the Spanish flu claims more than 12,000 victims in their adopted city. And then, yeah, it looks like they adopt a baby. The baby who it's been orphaned. Its parents have died because of the Spanish flu. So, yeah, this sounds like a really harrowing tale, but probably beautiful by the end of it. Next, The Broken Girls by Simone St. James, and this is also historical fiction taking place in 1950, but it looks like there's also a back and forth between 1950 and 2014, that kind of parallel narrative going on. And yeah, but as far as the historical fiction part is concerned, it says 4 roommates at a boarding school for girls. They discover that the rumors of Idlewild Hall is being haunted are true. Their bond over their whispered fears, their budding friendship blossoming until one of them mysteriously disappears. So yeah, that's the historical fiction part. And then in the 2014 part, it says, despite her murdered sister being found on its grounds 20 years ago, journalist Fiona Sheridan is covering the restoration of Idlewild Hall for a local paper, but a shocking discovery during the renovations will link the loss of her sister to secrets that were meant to stay hidden in the past and a voice that won't be silenced. Ooh, I'm definitely really excited for this one, you guys. This sounds right up my alley. Next, I do not even want to hold this book up because this is a book that I won many years ago for the Goodreads giveaways. I won it, and I was expecting to have like a nice edition. You know, maybe this is horrible of me. I should just be grateful for even winning a damn book. But yeah, they sent me this in the mail. It's The Lie by Helen Dunmore. It's just a blue cover. Yeah, this is an uncorrected proof copy. I don't even want to hold this up. It looks so horrible. I'm just going to plaster the real cover here to make it look better. I do plan on reading this month. I'm seriously thinking about, I might go buy the correct version of this because I hate having this in my collection and it just looks like this. It looks horrible on my bookshelves, to be quite honest. And yeah, you can find this book for like $2 or $3 in a used bookstore. So I probably just need to go buy it because yeah, I seriously just hate this blue. Ugh. But like I said, I shouldn't complain. I should be grateful that I even won this thing to begin with. But yeah, anyway, ignore this. Let's talk about what it's about, because what it's about is what's important. It takes place in Cornwall in 1920. Infantry officer Daniel Branwell has returned to his coastal hometown after the war. Unmoored and alone, Daniel spends his days in solitude, quietly working on the land. However, all is not as it seems in the peaceful idyls of the countryside, and although he has left the trenches, Daniel cannot escape his dreadful past. As former relationships reignite, Daniel is drawn deeper and deeper into the tangled traumas of his youth and the memories of his best friend and his first love. Old wounds reopen and old troubles resurface, though none so great as the lie that threatens to ruin Daniel's life. The lie from which he cannot run. So what is the lie? Because this book is called The Lie. What the hell is the lie? I want to know. So yeah, this sounds really good. A bit of a mystery, some romance, some intrigue. Like I said, I hate this. I hate what they gave me in the mail. I better just appreciate it. Oh well, but yeah, I cannot wait to get to this. Next, another book that I'm excited about, The Girl Who Came Home, a novel of the Titanic by Hazel Gaynor. I've had this book on my shelves for several years now. I'm just now finally getting around to it. And yeah, some of this takes place in 1912 on the Titanic, and then some of it takes place in Chicago, 1982. So yeah, something about 14 members of a small village set sail on the Titanic, hoping to find a better life in America. Of course, we know what happens on the Titanic. It hits an iceberg. So these 14 people, they're probably not all going to make it, unfortunately. And so yeah, in the 1982 section of the book, this woman, she's trying to learn more from her great-grandmother, who is one of those 14 people that sailed on the Titanic. So it sounds like the great-grandmother is going to be telling her granddaughter, you know, about her time on the Titanic and what happened and whatnot. So yeah, it's kind of a bit of a back-and-forth narrative, it sounds like. So yeah, I'm a sucker for all things Titanic. Can't wait to get to this. So it's time for me to pick out 2 more books from my TBR jar here. Book number 1 that I'm going to be picking out here. I picked out A Whole New World, A Twisted Tale by Liz Braswell. And this is a retelling of the Aladdin story. And I am dying to read this, you guys. I'm glad I just picked this out from the TBR jar. I'm dying to read this. But yeah, you can see Agrabah here, and Jasmine's here on the front, and you flip it around. There's Aladdin. So yeah, I'm very curious to see her take on the Aladdin story. I'm not sure how Disney-fied this is. I mean, it is Disney Press. So, yeah, I don't know how Disney-fied this is, how close to the original Disney story it is, or if maybe it follows it fairly closely. I don't know, but yeah, I definitely can't wait to get to this. And a book number 2 that I'm going to pick out from this TBR jar. Let's see, everything's stuck together. Oh dear God. This is what I was a little bit worried about. As far as trying to read 10 books, because like I said, all the books are relatively short, but I just picked out a massive book, and that's Under the Dome by Stephen King. I'm a little concerned now that I might have a bit of an over-ambitious TBR because of this book. Because this book is, oh dear God, oh Jesus, it just keeps going. This book is 1,073 pages. I might be carrying this over into my next TBR, yeah guys. So hopefully I can finish up all these other books, and then this one I'll hopefully start near the end of March, and it might carry on into April. So yeah, Under the Dome, you guys, by Stephen King. I have been dying to read this book. I did really enjoy the TV series, especially the first 2 seasons of the show. I don't know what the hell happened with season 3. Season 3 was kind of awful and horrible. I did not like the direction it went in, so hopefully this book does not go in the same direction as season 3 of the show did. If you don't know what Under the Dome is about, it's about this small town. They wake up one day and all of a sudden there's just this dome over the entire town. Where did this dome come from? Why is it there? What's going on? The TV show had an explanation. I'm not sure if that explanation is the same like it is in the book. I'm very, very curious about that. I'm kind of hoping I'm hoping the book and show are very different, because I kind of don't want to know what I'm expecting. But yeah, definitely excited to get to this, and this will be my very first Stephen King novel, you guys. That is very, very exciting. So that's it for my TBR, you guys. Like I said, it might be a little bit too ambitious for me these next 2 months, and that's mostly just because of the giganticness of Under the Dome, which I'm a little terrified about, to be quite honest. But still, I am very, very excited and very happy with the books that I have chosen for this month. So you guys, have you guys read any of these books? Do you plan on reading any of them? Just let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like this video, you may like these other videos. Bye guys.